Wow!
So, the dance interpretation shows a reflection of racism. It shows how racism and discrimination can hurt people. You hide away when your ears are filled with insults and discrimination. Your break until you're shattered into pieces. And when you try to run away from it, it only pulls you back into your little darkness that consuming your home. But as time passes, you grow stronger, braver, and no longer afraid. What matters is not how discrimination can stop you from breaking free, because in the end you will fight against it. It's your way to escape it. In summary, our group then is a motivation to be yourself, that no matter what people might say, you will be the you that you meant, that you also say, this is me, and live your life as you. That's all. So let's proceed to discussion.
Good morning, everyone. After our presentation, we will proceed to the reporting of racism for more information about racism. Racism is discrimination or injustice against people based on their race or ethnicity. So ito ay pagpapaniwala o luwas mamalingkit or hindi patas ng pagtrato na mahusgan ng isang tao kung ay lamang sa kanyang lahi, kultura, or kulay ng balat nila or etnikong pinagulan. Ibig sabihin, hinusgahan ng isang tao hindi dahil sa kanyang ugali o kakayahan, kundi dahil sa kung saan siya nagmula o kung ano ang sindura niya. Sa madaling salita, ang racism ay hindi pagkilala sa pagkakapantay-pantay ng lahat ng tao kahit sa magkakaibang lahi o kultura. Pag-unawa ang paggalang sa pagkakaibang susi upang ito ay maiwasan. So, let's proceed to the form of racism. Racism is not always loud. Sometimes it hides in rules or media. Racism can lead to nuance. That is why we need to recognize it from different forms. The first different forms of racism is individual racism. This happens when a person shows racist behavior through action or words. So, this happens when a person uses words or action that can hurt others. So, for example, dito is calling someone maitim, mukhang matulong, or mukhang badyaw as an insult. Number 2, making fun of figuro, aita or dumat, and even badyaw people because of their color and skin texture. Color and culture. So, this word may be said as jokes, but it can damage their self-esteem and make people feel unwanted. The second is institutional racism. This exists in system, rules or policies that unfairly treat certain racial group. So this exists when system or policies give unfair treatment to a certain group. For example, in the Philippines, job ads that prepare only fair complexion skin or light skin family. And number two, indigenous student fewer receive support or fewer receive support and opportunities in school. So this kind of racism is cultural, misleading dreams and can block equal chances for everyone. The last is cultural racism. This happens when the media and society promote negative stereotypes about a certain culture. So cultural racism is a form of discrimination based on what other believe that one culture is better than others. It happens when society treats the tradition, language, and values of dominant group. So cultural racism can be seen in media, rules, societal attitude, and groups as normal when looking down on excluding other cultures. So even without mentioning directly, but this kind of racism can be seen nga in those and media social attitude. For their, nakikita lang dito nila yung problem instead of recognizing discrimination. For example, TV shows portraying indigenous or poor communities as criminal or uneducated. Number two, language shaming, making fun of someone's accent or forcing them to stop using their native language because it's seen as unprofessional. So our advocacy message, racism should never be normalized, respect should never be optional, every culture
Racism causes emotional harm by lowering self-esteem and creating fear. So, emotional harm sa racism ay they may feel you unimportant, you will experience shame or afraid. Racism can cause emotional harm by lowering self-esteem. It means that's not only hurt people. That does not only hurt people physically or socially, but also emotionally. Lowers a person's self-esteem. That the reason why someone experience less confident, unworthy, or afraid. Dahil sa pagkatrato nila kasi dahil sa lahi nila. Then, when people are judged or mistreated because of their race, emotional harm happens in being judged unfairly or treated badly. Because of race makes individual because of race makes individual excluded or sinasadyang iban and unsafe, reinforcing fear and damaging their self-worth. Social division. This social division that separates people and groups. It means it creates misunderstanding, distrust, and conflicts instead of promoting unity in community. It means racism impact society to become divided because inahat nito ang mga tao based sa kanilang race as us and them which create distance, misunderstanding, and conflict between different communities. So let's proceed sa violence. Violence to people. Racism can cause both physical harm and unfair treatment. It means nag-lead ito ng violence such as physical attack, abuse, or threats against people of the races. At the same time, nagre-resulta din ito na it result nagresulta ito ng unfair treatment kung saan ang mga tao hindi nabibigyan ng pantay na karapatan when it comes to sa education, sa pag mag-apply ng trabaho, or given fewer opportunities in areas like so this is the example of effects of astroconsiderancy ito dahil sa example, student is when who is rapidly is because of their skin color may develop low self-esteem and fear causing them to lose confidence and avoid speaking and participants. So, part siya ng emotional harm. Ito naman is part siya ng social division. Yan. If people, example, if people only interact with others at the same time, raise and avoid different groups. It takes friendship and teamwork. It causing separation in community. So dito naman nakita yung principal na ating black people. Tapos yung isa naman, it means part siya ng violence of equality. Racism can cause both physically harm and unfair treatment. It also creates inequality, making it harder for certain racial groups to access education, jobs, and safe environments.
You have remaining 5 minutes sa time ninyo, class, ha? Yung group nyo. Remaining 5 minutes. Kasi yung...
About sa racism. So, una dito is yung sa employment. So, halimbawa dito is, kunyari, alam nyo ba yung may movie kasi na Hidden Figures. And may isang dito, woman na nag-purchase sa isang company, but hindi siya ina-allow na makapag-CR dun sa isang women's bathroom kasi ang sinasabi nila dito is wala ng colored bathroom, which is parang sinaseparate kasi nila yung bathroom ng black women and white women. So, ang kailangan niya gawin is mag-travel pa siya outside of her company building para lang makapag-CR siya. So, isa ding example is employment is kapag sa employment is kunyari you're black and may co-worker ka na white din siya. And then, mas pinifavor nila yung white co-worker mo and parang parehas lang kayo na parang nag-a-apply sa work. So, same role, same job, pero mas mag-promote yung yung co-worker mo dahil lang sa race mo. Kasi that's discrimination within employment. And then, number 2 naman is calling someone racial slurs. So, involved din dito is yung calling someone or N-word. Kunwari dito yung sa mga black people, di ba yung N-word. And hindi lang naman ito nangyayari sa black people. Pwede din mangyari ito sa mga pag nakakakita kayo ng someone darker than you, tapos tinatawag niya ng N-word. So, hindi lang kasi ito na-apply sa mga black people, but also someone na mas darker sa inyo. Ito naman yung pinaparating ninyo sa kanya kapag nasasabi kayo ng N-word.
hashtag end racism. So let's encourage people to act by remaining us. That the change starts with every choices. And I believe racism can be stopped by choosing empathy and education every day. When we take time to listen to people's stories and understand where they came from, I believe that we began to see our differences and we began to see our differences and are nothing to fear something, but something to celebrate. Celebrate real change starts when we treat everyone with kindness and respect, both in our words and our actions. And one important lesson I've learned in my life is that my voice has a power. Because especially when we use it to uplift others, and if I were given the opportunity to serve as a Miss Universe, I would use my platform to promote inclusivity, encouragement, conversation about understanding and inspire people, especially the youth, to stand up against discrimination. Because when we choose compassion, we help to create a world where everyone feels seen and valued and everyone equal. And I thank you.